This historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Niners and the Fins, and it comes your way. Next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gunn here with Charles Davis, and for the Dolphins, what a turnaround under first-year head coach Mike McDaniel. I mean, this is a franchise that did not won a playoff game since the year 2000, but wow, I mean, they're AFC champions.
Give them a big amount of credit for getting here, and how about this franchise in total? They have won the Super Bowl twice, but those were Super Bowls 7 and 8 in 1973-74. They are so excited to be back in the big game.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era, no doubt. They look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Pats and Steelers for most ever.
And they've been really close in recent years. They were in this game just 3 seasons ago. Super Bowl 54 in Miami. Had the lead in the 4th quarter against Kansas City, but watched it slip away. And how about last year? Lost a 4th quarter lead to the Rams in the NFC title game.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
Tua to throw right away. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Purdy. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, Raheem Mostert, remember, he established himself as a special teams guy before becoming a good runner, and he's never been one to back away from contact as he's able to run through would-be tacklers there on his way downfield.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll complete this one to Berrios.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders in the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third down, here's McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
From the 38, Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
1 quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
3-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2.
15 yards on the play. First down.
He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try and get him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Purdy on first and 10.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Purdy.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to make it away.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Purdy bootlegging it.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Purdy now to throw.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Purdy.
Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners have moved out in front.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Tua.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player. Maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty good ball. Got it in the last second, but first of all, and kept them out of the end zone.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Pass incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Durham Smythe from 6 yards away.
And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all total. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Purdy looking to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Oh, look at the juke. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Tua now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
Now, they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now, get some points on this drive.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 2nd and 16. Purdy. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Oh, good move. Again, the juke. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
There's a push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Purdy off the play fake. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Back to throw, Purdy.
This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That time, a 9-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's Hill, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Here's Tua. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around.
In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2 and a throw again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now on first down, it's Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. From the 45 on second down, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. On first down, Purdy. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jalen Phillips from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here, Purdy. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Second and 2. Back to the running game with Mostert. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 70 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 30 on second down. Tua on target over the middle to Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Mostert, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Wilson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
Flush to his right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And he will pick up the first down as he is out of bounds. And on that, we will reach the 2-minute warning.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Purdy to throw.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Completes it to Samuel. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.